So today we're going to talk about the Casio fishing watch. I'm going to cover how does this watch work and if it actually works when fishing for freshwater fish. How does this thing work? Essentially what it does is once you buy it, you're going to read through the owner's manual and you're going to set the setting to your general location in the world. Once that setting is in place, it's going to pull the moon phase data from your general location and it's going to sync it with this graph up here, as well as your moon phase indicator, which is this little circle section here. So for example, I live in the northern Illinois, southern Wisconsin area. So the closest coordinate point that I could save for this watch was the Chicagoland area. So that's what I have it set to. The graph on top that kind of looks like a radar is going to show you or tell you if it's a good time of day to fish or if it's a bad time of day to fish. It does that by indicating how many fish are going to be on this graph. So for example, right now, you can see in the center, there's only one fish there, meaning it's not really a good time of day to go fishing. If you see this whole thing lit up or there's more fish, then that's going to indicate a better time of day. It also does correlate directly with the moon phase. So typically for a new moon or a full moon, those are overall good times to be on the water to fish. So that is going to correspond in general with how many fish you see here just overall throughout the day. For example, we're not on a full moon or anything right now, so you only see one little fish. But if we were on a full moon all day today, the whole day, half of this thing would probably be lit up, indicating that in general, based on that full moon, it's going to be a good time to be out on the water. It does have some type of correlation that I've noticed to the majors and minors of the moon phase throughout the day. If you're not familiar, the majors and minors are good feeding windows for a lot of different species of fish, specifically muskie, but also other freshwater fish. But during the majors and minors of the day, you will see more fish kind of light up and show on this top part. So that's just one thing to kind of keep in mind as well. The only thing I'll say is it's not completely accurate, but it is pretty close. So for example, if you have a major bite window from 9:05 to 10:05 in the morning, it's only going to indicate from 9 to 10 a.m. So it's going to be off by a little bit, but generally close. It also gives you the ability to look throughout the day per each hour to see what time of day would be the best based on the moon phases. It also allows you to skip ahead. So if you have a trip coming up in a week or a couple weeks, whatever that may be, you can also fast forward to future dates and kind of check out what that's going to look like for you. So for example, if you're going out later today to go fishing and you want to see what hours are going to be the best, what you're going to do is you're going to hit the bottom left button, which is mode. And then that's going to take you to 6 a.m. for the day that you're on. So today is 11/11, November 11th. And then on the bottom right, the search button, you're going to scan through each hour. So as you can see, as you pass each hour, it looks like 10 o'clock, there's something going on because it indicates there's more fish there. So what that means is you're probably in a major or minor moon phase for the day. And as you scan forward, so after 10 o'clock, so 10 to 11, something happened, which indicates it's a good time to go fishing. After 11, it looks like it drops down. Continue to scroll. So, okay, 3 o'clock, it indicates something good to 4 o'clock, 5, 6, 7 p.m. You can keep scrolling. So really, it just gives you the option to be able to scroll through that particular day and kind of target what hours are going to be the best based on the moon cycle and where the moon's at. Given your location in the world. Okay, so let's say you have a fishing trip coming up on 11/20 and you want to see what the majors and minors are going to be and kind of just how good the moon phase is going to be relating to fishing. What you can do is hit mode and adjust, and that's going to take you to the day scanner. Once you hit those, you're going to hit the bottom right search, and that's going to scan you through each day. You can see now we're on the 16th, hit it again, 17, 18, 19, 20. So that takes us to the 20th of November, and then we're going to hit adjust, and then that's going to take us to the hours for that day. So I have set 11:20, which is in the future, and starts us at 6 a.m. So as you can see right now, it looks like 6 is an okay time to go fishing, and then you can hit search, and that's going to scan you through each hour. As you can see, there's something going on from 10 to 11 because this thing lit up. So that obviously is a good indication that that is going to be a good time of day to go fishing. It also looks like we are in the new moon because our moon section here is all blacked out. So again, you can continue to scan and kind of just look for that day. So something going on from 10 to 11 at night as well. So probably a major or minor. But in general, So now we're back to just our regular day, 11:11, that's the time. But I was gonna say, in general, it just gives you a good indicator of kind of how to fast forward, look at future days, what's gonna be a good time of day or time of month to fish, and you can even just search for your particular day of what hours are gonna be good. That is how it works. Let's talk about, does it actually work? So the short answer to that question is yes, this watch does serve as a good tool and works when trying to figure out times of day to target fish that's going to be better than other times of day. But there's something to consider. Fish, there's a lot of different aspects and a lot of different things that influence their behavior. That includes the time of day, that includes the water temperature, air pressure, a lot of different things. I could keep naming them, but I guess what I'm saying is that the moon, even though it is a big factor that controls a fish's behavior, is not the only factor. So just because this watch indicates it's going to be a good time to fish does not necessarily mean that you're always going to get bites, because there's a lot of different factors going on in their environment that's also going to control the way that they're acting and behaving. So to end with, my overall impression of having this watch, and I guess my general review is, I think it's great. I think it's a fairly cheap tool to have on your wrist and on the boat and on the water when you're fishing, to have a quick read on what the moon's doing and what time of day is going to be good or better than others. It's extremely durable. I go swimming with mine all the time. I've showered with it on. I wear mine pretty much every single day of the week, and I've never had any issues. It is an old school Casio watch. It does not connect to the internet or anything like a lot of these new watches, but it is super, super durable, and a lot of these old watches just last forever. So I believe the battery is a 10-year battery as well, so it should last you a really long time. Hope this video helps you guys kind of understand a little bit more about these watches, especially from a freshwater fisherman's perspective. So again, feel free to comment if you guys have any questions. Hope this video helps you guys out.